मौसम सुहाना लगे, मैं एक शाम चुरा लूं अगर पुराना लगे.
Gaurang, what are you up to? We are here to lead the viewers through the program, and these lines are not there in our script. Where did you copy these lines from?
Copied? Have you lost your mind? Copying and that to Gaurang? Not possible. These are my lines. I am the best.
Really? You want me to believe you, Gaurang? I mean, sure, these lines are well crafted and perfectly fits into the occasion, but please be humble enough to admit that this splendid composition is by the feted poet Kaisarul Zafri Sahib, which you have very effortlessly stolen from the very beautiful, the very elegant Google lady the entire world relies upon.
Are you really a friend? I mean, I know you're pretty smart, but was this an opportune moment for you to let the cat out of the bag? I've been practicing these lines for the past 7 days so can impress the impressive audience. But then,
Oh, come on, buddy, don't be upset now. This is an evening of wonder, gratefulness, and peace. So just place your right hand on your chest, breathe, and smile because you're blessed to savor the beauty of the moment you're in.
you are right, my friend. This evening calls for a celebration as we deluge you in the coruscating colors of love, capped with joy, unlock the doors to happiness, revocate our souls, and have unlimited fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, to record the majesty of this glorious evening, allow me to adduce few lines by a renowned poet. आंधी में भी दिए जला करते हैं, कांटों में ही गुलाब खिला करते हैं. खुशनसीब होती है वो शाम जिसमें आप जैसे लोग मिला करते हैं.
This evening of grandeur and gaiety brings so many special people like you together, and hence our love, time, and respect, all for you. I am Gaurang Kale,
And I am Mehak Kazi.
and we welcome each one of you with open arms to
To
Podar
Podar
International
International
School,
School,
Chinchwad Annual Program 2021-22.
Annual Day is one of the most awaited events in an academic session, and yes, we are here again to witness the zealous Podarites perform on this big day. I am sure each and every individual present here is inquisitive enough to find out what this beautiful evening has to unfold. It's full of surprises. But before we unveil the real essence for this year's fest, we would like to acknowledge and honor the presence of our eminent dignitaries.
We feel blessed to be under the aegis of our most worthy and revered Mr. Franklin Sir, the General Manager of Pune region, our Honorable Principal Shanaz Kotar, a woman who is an epitome of humility and strong integrity despite the prodigious amount of knowledge she has. It's also a privilege to mention our beloved Vice Principals, Mrs. Archana Karande and Mrs. Manisha Ghosarwade, who always thrust for perfection.
It's an honor to honor the wonderful audience comprising of our dear parents, coordinators, event coordinators, teachers, technical team, and my dear friends. Once again, a very genial welcome to you all. It was the light that made darkness itself appear a thing of comfort. May I request our respected dignitaries to come forward for the customary and propitious lamp lighting ceremony.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय.
Smile on your face, with love in your heart, with joy in your life, we welcome you this day. With a smile on your face, with love welcome, happy welcome, cheerful welcome, great welcome, joyous welcome, gracious welcome, lovely welcome, warm welcome.
May the light illuminate our souls from within and remove the darkness of ignorance, false beliefs, and superstitions. I quote Gerald Manley Hopkins in this context. The world is charged with the grandeur of God, for it may flame out like shining from shook foil.
Thanks to all the valued dignitaries.
We feel honored and privileged to have with us in this function respected Franklin Sir, General Manager of Pune region. Sir, you have made us proud by your venerable hard work and contribution in the field of education. Now, I would kindly request you to share your thoughts.
Respected Principal Madam, teaching and non-teaching staff, dear parents and my dear children. I really happy to be here to speak about your annual day, 13th annual day. This is going to be e-annual day because of all the pandemic issues. I really appreciate the children efforts for making this annual day more successful in very short span of time. I hope that really the children will enjoy and doing all this, and I also appreciate about the VIII Chinchwad team to make this annual day is beautiful and success. I appreciate the VIIS team for making all the events successful throughout the year. I wish them all the best for their future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address and valuable message.
Education is the passport to future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Now the person who has consumed herself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of students, our beloved Principal Ma'am is requested to address the audience.
Greetings from Podar International School, Chinchwad. I, on behalf of the management, staff and students, would like to welcome our parent fraternity to the 13th annual day of Podar International School, Chinchwad. The theme for this year in the morning is Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav, where we are sharing the glorious 75 years of India's independence. And in the afternoon, we have Karamveer, the unsung heroes of India. Parents, take a look at these videos. This is from the production house of Podar International School, Chinchwad, where the art, decoration, dance, acting, editing, direction, producing is all done by the staff and students. It would be a proud moment for all of us to showcase this in front of all of you. The parents, I would just request you all to watch at these videos, share your comments, your Google reviews, and also your likes or dislikes if something does not touch your heart. We at Podar International School, Chinchwad, have seen the children coming back to write the offline exams. We saw a large amount of turnout for the students writing the exams physically. And we really hope that the 2 years that they spent at home has come to an end. And we are looking forward to see them in school starting in the session of April. The annual report for this year would be shared by my budding students of our school, where they would showcase the entire list of competitions, activities, projects that they have done throughout the year. Though we know that we are going through a pandemic and classes were virtual or online, but then too, the children did not fail to produce extraordinary projects and competitions. They gave their best. So we are looking forward to all of you all or to the parent fraternity to kindly go through the video and share your likes and comments about the same. Thank you and looking forward to seeing you in the new session of April 2022. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom and experience. Maybe there is a road ahead of it. Maybe there is a new world down the road. Walking forth is the only plight, because we didn't come this far to come this far only. A heart filled with aspirations is all that we knew since the very existence of our school. And that's what gave us the ambitions of marching forward till excellence is achieved in all our endeavors. This report is comprised of the achievements made by young Podarites during the year gone by and at the same time set the path for greater accomplishments in the years to come. Now I call upon Yash Ambekar and Pushti Vitlani from grade 7 to read the annual report for the year 2021-22.
Hearty welcome to Podar International School, Chinchwad. Myself, Pushti Vitlani and Yosham Baker take immense pleasure and great honor to present the annual report of our prestigious institution for the year 2021-22. Ever since the lockdown struck the country in March 2020, the school has been upfront in keeping pace with changing times. The annual report builds a bridge to give a clear picture of all the activities and achievements accomplished during the ongoing academic year. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for all the blessings showered upon us. It is a blessing and a matter of pride to be an integral part of the most prestigious school, Podar International School, Chinchwad. The mission of our school is to develop and equip the children of India for the challenges of the 21st century. And the vision is to be the best and be recognized as raising the traditional standards of educational possibilities and outcomes for students, parents, and society. The values set make our students innovative, committed, open to new learning, and see that these values stand strong in the long term. Our students of grade 12 have shown exceptional and admirable results, as in form of science streams we had 64 students on roll, wherein we had 63 students with distinction and 1 with first class. Going ahead, we have in commerce stream on roll 14 students with 12 distinction and first class. Our science stream toppers and commerce toppers for the academic year 2021-22 have reached high standards with their hard work. Our grade 10 students left no stone unturned and kept the legacy of scoring higher grades. We have 132 students in the category of 91 to 100% and 110 students in 81 to 90.99 category, with Ms. Ruchika Medkar scoring 99%. While the school began with a return to in-person learning, everyone had to adjust to a very different environment, including new routines and safety protocols. Nothing was a major change when those happy faces of our students could be witnessed as we began physically for grade 8 and 9 on 7th January 2021 and for others on 2nd February 2022. Given lessons learned in 2020, we were better prepared for the pivot to remote learning in terms of device allocation, virtual learning tools to core, and made all of us tech savvy. The added support of all the new techniques, new skills brought the transition in our lives. These support systems like Nearpod, Adlupa, quizzes, Jamboard, online whiteboard, etc. brought us much closer to our kiddos in this pandemic. Nothing can stop us in going a step ahead is what we ensure at Podar International School, Chinchwad. A series of learning was introduced through podcast. It was actually a very convenient mode for discussion on a particular topic or current event. The Girls Welfare Committee and the Boys Welfare Committee conducted sessions for grades 7th to 9th. During this virtual world, where our children are spending most of the time on screen, so an eye care session was conducted by the nurse, Mrs. Jyoti Jagpal. It's the teacher that makes the change, not a mere classroom. ICTRC, Institute of Counselor Training Research and Consultancy, in collaboration with Podar International School, Chinchwad, Pune, conducted a nationwide discussion with Dr. Ravindran on the role of the teachers in career decision of students. IISCR session, Indian Institute of Science Education and Research. Breaking from the traditional pattern, Podar International School, Chinchwad organized an online session for the young and eager minds of class 10th on 18th August 2021. Hands-on activities based on scientific concepts were shown and career guidance on opportunities basically for science and scientific research was guided through the session. The pandemic has created a change in educators to transform their lessons to online versions in a short span of time. Our teachers changed to online teaching, requiring them to use various digital tools and resources like Poplet, MindMap, etc., and implement new approaches to teaching and learning process. These new tools made the educators stand up and make the pandemic into a successful and fruitful academic year. Students of Podar International School, Chinchwad had their first ever virtual tour before they went for summer vacation break. Now let's have a look at the virtual event celebrations. Gudi Padwa is a springtime festival that marks the celebration of the Maharashtrian New Year. The day is celebrated all over India, but with different names, cultural beliefs, and celebrations. We Podarites too had celebrated with utmost fun. National Panchayati Raj Day, also known as National Local Self-Government Day, is the national day of Panchayati Raj system in India, celebrated by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj on 24th April annually. The then Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, declared the first National Panchayati Raj Day on 24th April 2010. English Language Day was observed with solemnity at Podar International School, Chinchwad on the 23rd of April, the day that marks the birth and death anniversary of the famed dramatist William Shakespeare. Every year in the month of April, we observe Earth Day to spread awareness regarding the alarming condition of our planet. This special day is celebrated to make people aware on how they can be assist in saving the Earth from pollution, global warming, water scarcity, and other crises. This year, the theme of this special day is Restore Our Earth. An online special assembly was conducted, displaying different activities done by the students, like slogan making on the theme Save Environment by planting trees at home, preparing vermicompost, reusing the waste, ways to save water and electricity, etc. The students enthralled the audience with recitation of poem and dance, depicting their love for the environment. Yoga demonstration and exercises took place on 21st June on the International Yoga Day. Parents, grandparents, and students participated enthusiastically and made the program a great success. Music is such that brings joy to the souls that lose hope. World Music Day is the best way to showcase that music makes you feel better in the worst of times. And most importantly, music has the power to sprinkle magic to your life and take you to a different world. We at Podar are trained to discharge leadership qualities and responsibilities and trusted upon us by the school. NMS Teacher Ceremony is that solemn occasion which witnesses this act. Guru Purnima is considered as one of the auspicious days as it falls on the full moon day of Ashad month. Guru Purnima is celebrated on the birthday of great sage Vyas and is also known as Vyas Purnima. India celebrates 75 years of independence with great excitement and tribute to our freedom fighters and called it Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We at Podar International School, Chinchwad go hand in hand with the celebrations which could be witnessed by all. India is a country which holds celebrations by building a bridge between our ancients and next generation. And the best way is to celebrate Sanskrit Divas, which was celebrated on 21st August. Following the school tradition, Ganesh festival was celebrated with great valor and zeal, keeping COVID norms into consideration. Teachers' Day too was celebrated virtually with great joy and pleasure. The The students presented some entertaining activities and created a cheerful atmosphere. They also organized a few activities and exhibited gratitude towards their teacher.
Hindi Divas celebrations on 14 September was captivating, wherein students performed activities such as dance, singing, Kavi Sammelan, and much more. This special assembly, organized by students of grade 7th, 8th, and 9th, was worth watching.
To mark the occasion of Diwali and uplift the spirit of the festival, the students participated in virtual activities with great pomp and excitement. The students participated in a plethora of activities like toran making, lantern making, thali designing, and rangoli making.
Diwali Pahad, the popular morning musical events that are held during the festival, was remarkable. It was a mesmerizing moment that began with the rising of the sun.
Children's Day on 14th November witnessed various activities, dance performances from our toddlers to youngsters. Our teachers did a commendable job just to see a smile of contentness on our Podarites.
Christmas is a special occasion for each and everyone, and on this day, students showcased all their hidden qualities through an online platform. Celebrations continued, and the students cherished every moment.
On 26 January, we celebrated 73rd Republic Day live on Facebook. On this day, teachers recited poems and thoughtful speeches. A special assembly was conducted by the students, and the program concluded with Principal Ma'am's motivational speech.
Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. These words are purely apt to all of us as we truly find happiness together and thank God for all the
Now
blessings.
let's have a glance
Thank
at
you
the
all.
virtual
We are always grateful to our
families
parents
observing
for
the advice to stay
reposing
indoors
unparalleled
and
trust in
schools being
us,
shut.
which
A
propels
ray of
us to
hope
march
filled with
ahead
all
with
smiles
greater
that we
commitment
see
and
present in the
enthusiasm.
activities.
Thank you.
After school activities just brought a big smile on the face of our kids, which was an aura of talent showcased by our Podarites.
Our grade 5 students also left us flabbergasted by the activities like Yoga Day activity and Wadley painting using rice flour and water.
Doctors Day Special Assembly and World Music Day Special Assembly by our grade 8 students left us awestruck as they displayed their talent.
On behalf of Welfare Committee, the captain, vice captain, and sports vice captains conducted the activity Harmony with Nature.
Veer Gatha project. The students of grade 3rd to grade 12th actively participated in the Veer Gatha project, organized by the Ministry of Education's Department of School Education and Literacy.
Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat activities by CBSE were conducted by all classes to celebrate cultural diversity through mutual interaction and reciprocity between people of different states and union territories.
Now we'll have a glance over some virtual competitions. Inter-Podar solo singing competition, Swarveer, was organized by Podar International School, Chinchwad, wherein we could witness the musical war between the talented, young, and vibrant singers of Podar group of institutions.
Our grade 5 students exhibited some of the competitions like Rangmanch competition and salad dressing competition.
Grade 6 students also divulged in storytelling competition with handmade puppets and demonstrated their talent in stand-up comedy show. Our kids slowly revealed their flair that all were awestruck.
Grade 7 students portrayed as perfect guide to different destinations over the world. Fictional monologue competition is a perfect example to prove that the students have a pictorial outlook towards the stories they read.
The accomplishments of our Podarites are quite extraordinary. As a very talented student, Ms. Pushti Vitlani of grade 7 participated and stood first in category 7th standard onwards in Shri Ganesh Podar Memorial Pan India Elocution Competition, which was conducted exclusively for students of Podar Education Network.
Young reporters competition and declamation competition of grade 8 give a stroke to success as they successfully portrayed their talent.
Heartiest congratulations to the young achievers of PIS Chinchwad who have secured medals and certificates of international toppers, zonal toppers, medals of distinction, and medals of excellence winner in Science Olympiad Foundation. Examination held in
Certificate of appreciation for being a strong pillar as corona warriors during this pandemic times was bestowed to our very proficient teachers by IIHM Pune 2021. Podar International School, Chinchwad, eulogizes our beloved principal ma'am, Mrs. Shehnaz Kotar, for being felicitated by the President of Lions Club, Akodi, Mr. Vikram Mane, and other members of the club in recognition of her undying efforts, dedication, and commitment towards the youth of the country who will contribute for the upliftment of the society in future. It is our privilege to have been a part of Podar Education Group, which has been from the very beginning focus driven and motivated by traditional Indian values of honesty, integrity, and service. As a result, Podar today is a trusted name and an acknowledged leader in the collective effort to shape the future of our children and the nation through its wide network of top schools in India. Podar Education Network has been recognized and given awards in the following fields in this academic session. To fulfill the vision, mission into reality, we have strong pillars of Podar Education Trust. Dr. Pavan Sir, Gaurav Sir, Harsh Sir, and Franklin Sir, who have devotedly worked day in and day out and have achieved success in this pandemic too. India's most respected childhood education brand, the education world, the most respected education brand in India, leading school chain award, most distinguished international school network of the year, education excellence awards, best preschool brand of the year, education excellence awards, best preschool of the year, global school awards, and the iconic brand of the year 2020, outstanding educational network in India, the Economic Times, the Education Icons Times Group, best use of technology in education sector and World Education Congress, outstanding educational network in India, Global Choice Award, Indian Leading School Chain Award, etc. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. These words are purely apt to all of us as we truly find happiness together and thank God for all the blessings. Thank you all. We are always grateful to our parents for reposing unparalleled trust in us, which propels us to march ahead with greater commitment and enthusiasm. Thank you.
Thank you, Yash and Pushti. May this resplendent institution shine in all its glory. Mehak, I can taste the glory of the twilight sky. I hear the wind whisper thousands of untold stories, the many dreams that turned into reality. The dust settling down into the window screens, paint visions that visionaries had of getting through tough times. From hardships to comfortability, from rags to riches, from despair to hope, from starting as a learner to being a lifelong learner. And significant of all is the journey from being known to popular faces in the country and worldwide.
Exactly. These anecdotes ignite our minds and let us think about life on a larger scale beyond all oddities. Then let's not delay and unfold the theme for this year's annual program. Gaurang, over to you.
Over to you? What is the theme? I'm not aware of it.
What? Gaurang, it's no time for zest. Please, the audience is waiting. Come on, buddy, you have pressed the panic button now.
Seriously, I'm not aware of it. Hey guys, what happened?
Advait, what
What are you doing here? What do you mean by what I am doing here? This is my school too and I have every right to be here. Alright, tell me, why do you look worried?
Worried? I'm going to faint now. This fellow has forgotten the theme for annual day. How do we proceed further now?
Bro, take almonds every day. That makes your memory strong.
Seriously, I didn't get that part of the script.
Fine, tell me. If I find a solution to your problem, will you complete the math project for me?
Seriously? You will make us do that?
What are friends for then?
Alright, we are left with no choice.
Yep. Abracadabra, gilly gilly chew. And the theme is, we know about people who beat every obstacle, who flout conventions, who walks an extra mile to make things happen, who dream big, who desire unwaveringly to attain the unattainable, who find gratitude in the moment, who dare to do ordinary things in an extraordinary way, whose success stories give wings to your dreams. You admire them, you are inspired by them. They are unique. They are truly a gift sent by the good Lord. They never die. They leave indelible impressions on your soul. And that is why we have chosen this very day to pay tribute to the legends of India.
Advait, now please unfold the theme. Break the suspense.
Okay, relax. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for the annual day is imprints. Yesterday, today, and forever. Without much ado, let's begin the show. Hold your breath, for you are going to witness our talented Podarites replicate and live the success stories of legends here. And you would get only three significant things here: entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. Now, Sara and Avnish will take over for the further proceedings.
आदाब, आभार, अभिनंदन, namaste, सत श्री अकाल to all our viewers. I hope you are having a great time here. पोदार इंटरव्यू शो में आप सभी का स्वागत है. Hey Sarah, catch. Hey, what are you doing? I'm here for a purpose, not for fun.
Oops, sorry. Chill, Sarah. Why could you always be mysterious? Your cheeks often puffed up like an equator.
Avnish?
Fine. Just tell me, how interested are you in sports?
I'm not into sports much, but I don't detest it either.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything to say about this girl. Once I remember ma'am calling off our PE as a penalty to our indiscipline, and the entire class groaned, except this sweet little girl standing right beside me, who exclaimed with great delight that she can finish off Agatha Christie series. How someone can be so much into books?
Creativity emanates from imagination, and reading books lets you imagine. Not all understand this.
But all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy too. Saying no to study and only study is pivotal, but play and have fun should also be practiced. Let us not go with the old school method that numbers alone assimilate life, be it aerobics or yoga, cricket or hockey, running races or martial arts. Sports aid in optimum growth and development of an individual.
It's not only talent, but teamwork, intelligence and focus that give birth to champions. And today, we have one such sports stalwart with us. Neeraj Chopra, the javelin thrower who won India the first gold medal in athletics. A huge round of applause for him. So put your hands together for Neeraj Chopra, the javelin thrower who won India the first gold in athletics. It was a pleasure meeting you. Please have a seat. Well, Mr. Chopra, you're now household name. Please tell us, how did you feel after having won gold?
I couldn't believe that I was representing India. When I saw the tricolor flag waving high, I felt extremely proud and emotional. I come from a very humble family background, and when you are acclaimed as a great sportsman who has made the country proud, the feeling becomes unbeatable. Your heart and your mind get simply infused with the feelings of patriotism as you stand with your head high for the national anthem.
Any message for the youth of today?
Sadly, sports is losing its value these days because of work life imbalance or indolence. Whatever the reason may seem to be, people have resorted to a sedentary way of life that is in a way putting our lives in a peril. Sports are important for good health and fitness. It generates happy hormones, thus removing all mental blockages towards a fun-filled and healthy life. So you must get into sports and promote goodness in abundance around.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Chopra. I'm sure the youth of today is greatly inspired by your story.
Thank you, Sarah. Presenting the 7th graders who are going to set the stage on fire with their breathtaking dance performances, street plays and advertisements elucidating the importance of sports in our day-to-day life.
हर प्लेयर के लिए सबसे जरूरी होते हैं 3 एस, स्पीड, स्टेमिना, स्ट्रेंथ। एक में भी कमी रहेगी तो प्लेयर में कमी रहेगी। क्या क्या?
Speed, stamina, strength.
शाबाश।
जरा गिर के देख, तू भिड़ के देख, फिर ख्वाबों पे तो मिट के देख। जरा गिर के देख, तू भिड़ के देख, फिर ख्वाबों पे तो मिट के देख। मैदान भी होगा तेरा, तू हक से मान। लगा मिट्टी माथे, लगा मिट्टी माथे, लगा मिट्टी माथे। और ले छलांग, 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 और ले छलांग। लिखी है जो हाथों पर वो बस लकीर है। लिखी है जो हाथों पर वो बस लकीर है। लिखनी आसमानों पर अपनी तकदीर है। पूछा है उसने तुझसे, जाया न कर ये मौका। छीन ले अपनी किस्मत, है किसने तुझको रोका। अपनी कमजोरियों की हर हद तू लान। लगा मिट्टी माथे, लगा मिट्टी माथे, लगा मिट्टी माथे। और ले छलांग, 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 और ले छलांग।
Well, you've made fun of me. So next time I'm going to make sure I outrun all the boys in the next sports meet. Also, I'll request our sport teacher to introduce wrestling. I'm a champion in that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's better to act wise and keep ourselves at bay. Kudiyon ka zamana hai bhai. We now have our friends who show that there are women who have broken the stereotypes, risen above all the challenges and made their identity in the field of sports. Welcoming the 7th graders for a dance performance from the movie Dangal.
मेटल्स पेड़ पे नहीं उगते, उन्हें बढ़ाना पड़ता है।
चोरी कहा, चोरी से दंगल लड़वाओगे? भाई आपको अपनी इज्जत प्यारी ना तो ना सी, हमने अपनी इज्जत बहुत प्यारी है भाई।
हमारी चोरियां चोरों से कम है।
से मरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल 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 सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल 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 धड़कने छाती में जब दुबक जाती है पीठ थप थपा उनको फिर जगह बात बन जाती है मामले आती थी हर चुनौती है रे सामने खड़ी घूर के बड़ी आंख दिखलाती है तो आंख से उसकी आंख मिला के भिड़ जाने का नाम है प्यारे दंगल दंगल
घायल परिंदा है तू दिखला दे जिंदा है तू बाकी है तुझ में हौसला तेरे जुनू के आगे अंबर पनाहे मांगे कर डाल तू जो फैसला
रूठी तकदीरें तो क्या टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो कर हर मैदान फतेह कर हर मैदान फतेह कर हर मैदान फतेह रे बंदिया हर मैदान फतेह
कर हर मैदान फतेह कर हर मैदान फतेह कर हर मैदान फतेह रे बंदिया हर मैदान फतेह
Wow, what an impactful performance! Sponsorship funding allows athletes to focus more on their training and production of their sports and reduces stress when it comes to finding money to train and to put on events. So, to make you aware of the role of sponsorship in sports, I invite my friends on stage for advertisements.
नमस्ते आदाब सत श्री अकाल दोस्तों रिमोट को हाथ नहीं लगाना कि हम लाए हैं आपके लिए अमेजिंग स्पोर्ट्स प्रोडक्ट्स
No, 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 no. Don't touch the remote for changing the channels. We have wonderful, amazing sports products with useful features at affordable price. So stay tuned.
We had so many great personalities, but they too had their fears, problems, and struggle. But what is greatness?
Greatness is just something that we all are made up of, but we believe that it is a gift for chosen ones. The superstar and the others just stand watching.
Greatness is overcoming our fears and having fun. If we face our fears, it is greatness. Greatness is something which you plan most of the time. It is what you try. If you feel greatness is just to look at a certain way, act a certain way.
Greatness is not just a precious thing. Greatness is not unique. We are all capable of it. All of us have to find our greatness. If greatness doesn't come knocking at our door, then we need to knock on its door.
Find your greatness with greatness shoes.
Available in many colors
and sizes.
So we should never give up. Keep walking, keep trying with your shoes. अभी तो आया है ज़मीन पर, अभी तो आसमान की उड़ान बाकी है. Nowadays, times are changing with new channels coming out. We have access to our favorite sports channel at affordable price.
गजब, क्या मारा है माही?
हम तो पंड्या का फैन है. ये मारा चौका.
हम भी मारा। बिट्टू भैया, जब घर पे टीवी है तो काहे लटके है यहाँ?
टीवी पर बाकी सब तो ठीक है, पर स्पोर्ट्स का अलग से लेना पड़ता है। क्यों?
हमको तो विश्वास ही नहीं हो रहा।
बोलवे किए थे, नहीं टिकेगा तुम्हारा माही।
माही नहीं, 49। तारा प्लस के सारे चैनल और तारा स्पोर्ट्स भी सिर्फ 49 में।
चल रमेश, हाँ रे, तारा प्लस के सारे चैनल्स और तारा स्पोर्ट्स भी सिर्फ 49 रुपए में। तारा स्पोर्ट्स, तारा प्लस, तारा ज्योग्राफिक, IPL और भी।
बिट्टू भैया, हम जा रहे हैं घर।
तारा स्पोर्ट्स और तारा प्लस के सारे चैनल 49 रुपए में।
49, 49, 49।
नहीं नहीं, हम लड़कियों के साथ नहीं खेलते।
ये सब लड़कियों का काम नहीं है।
ए लड़की
का नमक खाया है
इंडियन सॉल्ट, वैक्यूम इवापोरेटेड सॉल्ट। इट हेल्प्स फॉर मेंटल डेवलपमेंट।
Iodized salt. Do you ever crave for sweets but you wanna be healthy? We have a new product called Snackers, healthy and tempting. You should definitely give it a try.
बॉयज, आओ अपनी टांगों पर हाथ रखकर कसम खाए, आज उनको पानी पिला देंगे। हमका चाहिए बदला।
It's a friendly match, माही।
हम कोनो के माही वाही नाही, ये है हमारी तलवार
और ये तोफ का गोला।
ये कौन बोला?
माही, तुम स्नैकर्स खाओ।
काहे?
क्योंकि जब भूख लगती है ना, इवन कैप्टन को लूजेस स्कूल। अब ठीक है?
ठीक है।
हंगर अच्छे
को बदल देता है। स्नैकर्स में है
फ्रूट्स, कैरेमल एंड नट्स।
बॉयज, वी आर फील्डिंग।
Play a very important role in the life of a sportsman. They help them achieve their goal. I hate my coach. She is the reason for my scar.
And more, तू इतना भी नहीं कर सकती, एक छोटा बच्चा भी कर लेता है।
I hate my coach. She is very strict. She always scolds me. I hate my coach because she is the reason for my pain. I hate her because she is always right. She never gives up.
Apex Badminton and Shuttlecock. It's durable, it's flexible.
It will never give up on you, so go for it.
Apex Badminton and Shuttlecock.
बोलो बच्चों, आज स्कूल में क्या सीखा?
Sports all about physical activities. We can also gain various concepts on sports ground.
Sportsmen have to pay a lot of attention to their diet, which should include fruits, vegetables, egg, milk.
Milk, ew.
No, don't ew.
पियो ग्लास फुल दूध 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 है वंडरफुल, पी सकते हैं रोज ग्लास फुल दूध 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 दूध। गर्मी में डालो दूध में आइस, दूध बन गया वेरी नाइस। पियो डेली वंस और ट्वाइस, मिल जाएगा टेस्टी स्प्राइस। दूध 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 वंडरफुल दूध, पियो ग्लास फुल। दूध है मस्त इन एवरी सीजन, पियो दूध फॉर हेल्दी रीजन। रहोगे फिट एंड फाइन, जियोगे पास 99। दूध दूध दूध, चारों ओर मच गया शोर। गिव मी मोर, गिव मी मोर। दूध 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 वंडरफुल दूध, पियो ग्लास फुल दूध।
Thank you so much for the advertisements. It was amazing to see our friends taking us through the world of entertainment that conveys an impactful learning experience about the need for sponsors. Now, the 7th graders would be performing a street play.
Podar International School, Chinchwad presents a street play on importance of sport in our life. Sports are important, important as sports. Sports are important, important as sports. Sports are important, important as sports.
Sports है important, important है sports.
दिमाग रखे तेज,
रगों में भर दे जोश.
दिमाग रखे तेज,
रगों में भर दे जोश.
स्वागत है आपका इस नए जनरेशन में, जहाँ हर वर्ष स्पोर्ट्स के प्रति लोगों की रुचि कम होती जा रही है। स्वागत है आपका इस नई जनरेशन में, जहाँ लोग खेल के मैदान में कम और फेसबुक व्हाट्सएप पर ज्यादा पसीना बहा रहे हैं।
स्वागत है आपका इस नए जनरेशन में,
जहाँ आजकल के बच्चे डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर और आईटी प्रोफेशन जैसे जॉब्स पर ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं।
स्वागत है आपका इस नई जनरेशन में,
जहाँ बीपी, एथराइटिस, शुगर, हार्ट अटैक और कैंसर की पेशेंट की संख्या बढ़ रही है। स्वागत है आपका इस नए जनरेशन में, जहाँ टीवी और मोबाइल तो स्लिम पर इंसान मोटे हो रहे हैं।
स्वागत है आपका इस नई जनरेशन में,
जहाँ हर बार ओलंपिक्स में कम मेडल मिलने पर हम सरकार और खिलाड़ियों पर उंगली उठाते हैं,
पर कोई अपने बच्चों को खेलने के लिए प्रोत्साहित नहीं करना चाहता।
पहले तो मैं मोटा था, फिर मैंने क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू किया
और अभी मैं और मोटा हो गया। मैंने सोचा बाहर धूप में क्रिकेट खेलने से अच्छा घर पे वीडियो गेम पे ही क्रिकेट खेल लूं।
वीडियो गेम खेलने से कोई पतला होता है भला?
पतले होने के लिए ग्राउंड पे जाना पड़ता है,
कसरत करनी पड़ती है,
पसीना बहाना पड़ता है।
देखो जी, बच्चे हो या बूढ़े, कसरत करना सभी के लिए बहुत जरूरी है।
हाँ भाई हाँ, सही बोला, सही बोला. Sports है important, important है sports. Sports है important, important है sports.
तो आइए देखते हैं एक खिलाड़ी और एक आम इंसान की दिनचर्या। सुबह 5 बजे,
सुबह 6 बजे.
सुबह 9 बजे, सुबह 11 बजे, दोपहर 1 बजे, दोपहर 3 बजे, शाम 5 बजे,
पास कर भाई, गोल मार, क्या कर रहा है, पास कर.
शाम 7 बजे, रात 9 बजे, रात 11 बजे, रात 1 बजे,
बादाम कच्चा है बादाम, आमागाचे नाही का गुबगुब भाजा बादाम, बादाम कच्चा है बादाम.
सुबह 5 बजे,
अरे अभी सोया सोने दो।
क्या तुम लोग सोते रहो, हम तो जा रहे हैं।
तो बोलो
Sports है important, important है sports. Sports है important, important है sports.
रोज 5 बजे उठकर करते एक्सरसाइज।
रोज 5 बजे उठकर करते exercise.
That makes a man healthy, wealthy, wise.
That makes a man healthy, wealthy, wise.
Now let us all get motivated and take inspiration from great sports legends of our country.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to become great.
I never wanted to be an Olympian. All I wanted was to keep breaking my own record. I never competed to defeat anybody. I just wanted to defeat myself.
Hard times abandon you, good times lie in wait for you.
Don't give up, as there is always a next time. Always try to see good in everything.
And that will give you strength.
You can't. Let your highs make you feel overconfident. Know you can let your lows be the reason to dampen your spirits.
Your dreams have the power to give you wings and make you fly high.
In Olympics, the name of my country and the game were the only two things that mattered to me.
One man can be a crucial part of the team, but one man can never make a team.
I was scared of water, so I learned swimming. It's the hard work that matters, not the gender. If you're not strong from inside, you'll never be beautiful from the outside. Star of success doesn't look easy. When there is nothing better than hard work, then don't get tired of working continuously. Understand that you are going to create an industry of success.
It is necessary to understand if you do fall, it is important to get right back up again.
My country is my pride. It's more important than making money. If you want to achieve success, you cannot be thinking what you don't have all the time.
Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Every great achievement was once considered impossible.
I don't think you can start dreaming big, can you? When you love a particular thing, you just love it.
The most important thing is to keep progressing and keep improving yourself.
So friends, remember, sports are important, important as sports. Sports are important, important as sports. Thank you. Jai Hind.
खेलोगे कूदोगे बनोगे नवा पढ़ोगे लिखोगे फिर भी ना होगे खराब
Wow, what a power packed performance. Kudos to the talent, strength and expertise.
कल जब उठकर काम पर जा रहा था तो अचानक लगा कोई रोक लेगा मुझे कल जब उठकर काम पर जा रहा था तो अचानक लगा कोई रोक लेगा मुझे और कहेगा खड़े खड़े दूध मत पी हजम नहीं होगा मुझे लगा कोई कहेगा खड़े खड़े दूध मत पी हजम नहीं होगा 2 घड़ी सांस ले ले अरे इतनी ठंड और कोट भूल गया इसे भी अपने पास ले ले मन में सोचा माँ रसोई से बोली होगी जिनके हाथों में सना आटा होगा मन में सोचा माँ रसोई से बोली होगी जिनके हाथों में सना आटा होगा पलट के देखा तो क्या मालूम था कि वहाँ सिर्फ सन्नाटा होगा वहाँ सिर्फ सन्नाटा होगा
Life without a mother is difficult, isn't it? Snatching the mobile out of your hand and saying, relish your food to your heart's delight. Why didn't you complete your projects? Why did you wake up so late? These trivial things often make us angry, but we wouldn't have been we had we been deprived of a mother's love, care and affection. And today, we have one such epitome of grace. Somebody who the entire world admires. Somebody who possesses the nobility of a lion. Somebody who devoted herself to the orphans. She is love, she is power, she is kind, she is a mother. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sindhutai Sabkar.
बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका हमारे शो पर आज आपसे पूरी जनता जानना चाहती है कि वो कौन सी घड़ी थी जब आपको लगा कि उन अनाथ बच्चों को आपकी ज़रूरत है
एक बात कहना चाहूँगी बिजली चमकती गिर पड़ी सारा कफन जला डाला मैंने अपना कफन जलने दिया पर दफन नहीं हुई इसीलिए मैं अनाथों की माँ बन गई बेटा जिंदगी है तो परेशानी है मैं अपने दुख के खोज में निकल पड़ी और तब कुछ बच्चे मेरे पास खाने के लिए रोने लगे तब लगा मेरा दुख इनके सामने बहुत छोटा है आज भी मैं खाने बैठूं तो बच्चों की याद आती है उन्होंने खाना खाया या नहीं क्या करें माँ वैसी ही होती है ना
सिंधुताई तुम्ही तब्बल 1500 मुलांचे संगोपन केले हे करता आलेल्या अडथळ्यांबद्दल तुम्ही आम्हाला काही सांगू शकता?
होय नक्कीच अनेक अडथळे आले पण अडथळे या भयानक गोष्टी आहेत ज्या तुमच्या लक्षावरून तुमचे डोळे हटल्यावर तुम्हाला दिसतात मी इथं 4थीपर्यंतच शिकले डोक्यावरचे छत सारखे बदलायचे कधी ट्रेन कधी स्मशानभूमी कोठे तर कधी रेल्वे स्टेशनही मी बऱ्याच वेळा भीक मागून किंवा गाऊन पैसे कमवायचे जमा खर्चाची तोंडमिळवणी करण्यासाठी मी बऱ्याच गावांमध्ये प्रवास देखील करायचे असेच अनेक अडथळे आले पण अडथळा जितका मोठा तितका तो पार करण्याचा गौरव असे म्हणत पुढे झाले
धन्यवाद सिंधुताई
Now we have on stage the very talented Podarites of grade 6 to pay tribute to the mother of all, Sindhutai Sabkar.
Tadum
सूरज जैसे चमकेंगे देखे है साडी अखियां ने ए सपने अंबरां दे ए सपने अंबरां दे बूंद बूंद जोड़ेंगे पल पल दूर दूर बह जाएंगे फिर नाल समंदरा दे फिर नाल समंदरा दे
Wow, what a splendid performance. It gives me immense pleasure to invite the Missile Man, the 11th President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, a man who embodies great indomitable human spirit who can overcome the impossible. Please have a seat, sir.
Dr. Kalam, what prompted you as a young man in Rameshwaram that brought you perhaps where you are now?
Since you are talking about Rameshwaram, let me tell you about my mentor, Sir Subramaniam Iyer. It was 1941 then. The British were still ruling India. I was merely old and I was in a primary school in 5th grade. He was a Sanskrit and an awesome teacher in science too. The moment he walked in the class, he was ready to radiate the knowledge by nature. I saw in him the purity of life. And from 10 years old, he was the idol who shaped my personality.
That's great. Well, do you have any message for the young generation of our nation?
I would like to share the knowledge my mentor shared with me in my boyhood days. I learned from Subramaniam sir that one must think big, and from my parents, dreaming isn't enough. One must acquire knowledge. And from Satish Dhawan, I worked with him. He taught me that don't run away from your difficulties. One must be the captain of difficulties, not make difficulties their captain.
That's great. Well, it was truly an honor to talk to you. Requesting my little friends to sway away your feet with their enthralling performance on the importance of education. Well, we have another guest to share the couch today with us. Every time I get an opportunity to read her books, I feel like that unpampered kid sitting with a favorite teacher. She is none other than the legendary writer Sudha Murthy, who has enticed her readers with the wonderful stories and nuggets of wisdom.
How would you describe life? My reason for asking you this is people often face existential issues, so if they see life through your eyes, maybe they would find their answers.
They won't find their answers as life for all is different. Life of a toddler is different than young boys and girls. Life means something else for husbands and wives. I mean, everyone has their own perspective of life. For me, it's simplicity. My mother had only 7 saris. We were able to clear out everything within half an hour of her death. So for me, living a simple life fosters happiness.
Ma'am, how can you build your character the best?
By reading books. Because books give you knowledge and you learn the greatest of your life lessons through books. I remember Muti's friend invited us for dinner at their house and they were very rich. All the plates and glasses were made out of silver. But then I told him that they were the poorest of all because there was not a single book in their drawing room.
That's great. Well, we all had our dream guest and it was a privilege to talk to them. Presenting before you the dynamic, the rock solid, the very vigorous, the very radiant Podarites of grade 6 who are going to depict the value of education through the electrifying dance moves.
कसके जूता कसके बेल्ट खोस के अंदर अपनी शर्ट मंजिल को चली सवारी कंधों पे जिम्मेदारी हाथ में फाइल मन में दम मीलों मील चलेंगे हम हर मुश्किल से टकराएंगे टस से मस ना होंगे हम दुनिया का नारा जमे रहो मंजिल का इशारा जमे रहो दुनिया का नारा जमे रहो मंजिल का इशारा जमे रहो आगे रहने की है टेंशन मेहनत इनको प्यारी है एकदम आज्ञाकारी है
भूल जाए एवरेस्ट चढ़ जा तू किताबों के पहाड़ 100 बार रट्टा मार डर के मिलेगा क्या लेगा क्या तू उखाड़ कट के पीछा कौन एक जीता यार रट्टा मार रट्टा मार रट्टा मार
What an enriching interviews
and performances we got to witness today.
नाम गुम जाएगा, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा.
I see nobody here. Who is humming the tune then?
नाम गुम जाएगा, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा.
Am I dreaming? I guess it's a fairy angel. Oh divine angel, pardon my ignorance. Now that you are here, please help me with my assessment papers to the final term. Please, please, please.
नाम गुम जाएगा, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा. मेरी आवाज ही पहचान है.
Nowadays fairy angels are males. I didn't know that. And completely offbeat.
How did I sing?
You scared me, Gaurang. Was that you? Was that a song?
Only if I would have sung, I would not have dared to ask you that question.
What a joke.
My voice may not allure you, but the person who has originally sung this song resides in all of our hearts. And it's a privilege to have her on our own show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our most beloved, the melody queen Lata Mangeshkar ji.
And to give her a company, we have another musical legend, Indian playback singer and actor Kishore Kumar ji.
बहुत बहुत स्वागत आप दोनों का.
So, we are blessed to have you on our show. Your innocence, love for life, purity of heart has inspired the youth of today. They also want to ask you that what inspired you to take up music in life?
It's there in my blood. My father often taught young boys and girls music, and I simply listened. We had a kitchen rack to hold the utensils, and I remember I was 5 then when I used to sit on that rack and make I hear my songs. She often ignored me. One fine day, Baba's student picked up a note, which I didn't like. So I went on to rectify her. Hearing this, my father said, "We have a singer at home, why am I not teaching her?" So this is how my formal training started.
So Kishorda, since you are a director, an actor, a writer and a singer too, what exactly do you prefer the most?
Singing is what I prefer the most. When I was a young lad, since then only I have given preference to music only. We think, we love thinking, and we communicate with people through our songs. Romance, gloom, elation or humor. You express the best when you are in perfect harmony with the sound of your heart, nature and instruments.
You know, हम संगीत प्रेमी हैं. We are never into commercials. We do what we love and love what we do. I'm glad that we are loved and adored by people so far.
Lataji and Kishoda, you both display simplicity at its best. Thank you for joining us.
Friends, music is the language of soul. When your words dance with the rhythmic beat of heart, it makes the most beautiful melody. Dear audience, now it's time that you traverse to the world of moon and stars, to the land of fairies, because now we have a musical presentation by the music enthusiast of PIS Chinchwad.
आओ विसाव्याचे क्षण माझे सोनियाचे माडी आता विसाव्याचे क्षण माझे सोनियाचे माडी सुखे ओविता ओविता सुखे ओविता ओविता त्याची ओढतो स्मरणी आता विसाव्याचे क्षण सांगावे नवल दूध राणीची पाखरे सांगावे नवल दूध राणीची पाखरे ओल्या अंगणी नाचता ओल्या अंगणी नाचता होती माझी नातरे आता विसाव्याचे क्षण
The euphonious voices have spilled magic. I'm sure that they must have visited the moon and woven wonderful dreams. Well, this isn't the end, and we have many surprises for you.
It's a privilege to have legendary A.R. Rahman, the most celebrated musician, and the prolific dancer Birju Maharaj ji with us. बहुत बहुत स्वागत आप दोनों का. So AR, through harmony you are exploring Indian music, through 4 instruments, through 4 vocal traditions. What is the aim of the show and why such specific format?
Well, I was intrigued when Kavita Le came up with this concept of exploring the lost traditions of India. I was even researching on many ideas for my own company. And I was surprised, oh, like they do all the homework and I just have to be an anchor and a collaborator.
हुआ चारों ओर शहनाई शोर तू मेरी ओर चल निकला चढ़ी प्रेम लोर ओ दिल के चोर कर मेरी भोर मुख दिखला रांझना हुआ मैं तेरा कौन तेरे बिन मेरा रौनके तुम्ही से मेरी कौन तेरे बिन मेरा तेरा है चार चुफेरा चढ़ी प्रेम लोर ओ दिल के चोर कर मेरी भोर मुख दिखला मुझसे ही रिहा मुझसे ही रिहा मन के मेरे ये भरम कच्चे मेरे ये करम लेके मैं तो जानू ना तू है मुझ में समाया कहा लेके मुझे आया मैं हूँ तुझ में समाया तेरे भी सवेरा मेरे तन भर से कचरा अंधेरा तेरी जलती माँ सजरा सवेरा मेरे तन भर से कचरा अंधेरा तेरी जलती माँ कतरा मिला जो तेरे दर पर से ओ मौला
बिरजू महाराज जी, मुझे आपसे ये पूछना था कि नृत्य क्या है आपके अनुसार? क्या जीवन में सबको नाचना चाहिए और ये जिंदगी में क्या जोड़ता है?
नृत्य प्रकृति है, अपने दिल की सुनो, यह नाचता है अपने लय के साथ। सबसे बड़ी बात शास्त्रीय नृत्य और संगीत आपकी मदद करता है अपने मन और आत्मा के बीच संतुलन प्राप्त करें। एक बार जब आप संतुलित हो जाएंगे तो अपनी खुद की ही गलतियों से सीखेंगे। साथ ही रियाज एक अभिन्न अंग है किसी भी कला रूप का, तो अपने समय को अच्छी तरह से प्रबंधित करें और अपने रियाज के लिए पर्याप्त समय प्राप्त करें। जब आप एक छात्र हैं तो आप हमेशा अधिक ज्ञान के लिए प्रयास करेंगे और नई चीज़ सीखने की आपकी प्यास कभी नहीं बुझेगी।
मैं राधा तेरी मेरा शाम तू, पर यूं ना कलाई थाम तू। मैं राधा तेरी मेरा शाम तू, पर यूं ना कलाई थाम तू। कहाँ से मिली मधुबनी राधा, कहाँ से मिली मधुबनी राधा, कहाँ से मिली मधुबनी राधा। मैं राधा तेरी मेरा शाम तू, पर यूं ना कलाई थाम तू। दसे कामना जो मन को नाग सी, बहे तन में जो पीत की आग सी। संयम का ले नाम तू। मैं राधा, मैं राधा, हाय राधा तेरी मैं राधा। गबधानी धानी दा बमगा मरे गरे जा, मैं राधा तेरी मेरा श्याम तू। पर यूं ना कलाई थाम।
What a powerful poetry of footsteps. हम अपनी जान के दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं, मोहब्बत की इसी मिट्टी को हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं। जो ये दीवार का सुराख है, साजिश का हिस्सा है, मगर हम इसको अपने घर का रोशनदान कहते हैं। सिर्फ खंजर ही नहीं, आंखों में पानी चाहिए, एक खुदा दुश्मन मुझको खानदानी चाहिए। जो कुछ भी हो मंजूर होना चाहिए, जंग हो या इश्क हो भरपूर होना चाहिए।
We know that our soldiers are the war heroes, for we sleep in peace. When at home, we relish the food made by our others. At the other hand, we have sons who forget all the comfort and are ready to die in glory. Put your hands together for the very courageous, the very tough Captain Vikram Batra.
It's an honor to have you here, sir. So we would like to know what led you to join the Indian Army.
Actually, in 1987, there was a famous serial, Air Paramveer Chakra. We didn't have TV, so Vishal and I, Vishal is my brother, we both go to our neighbor's house to watch the show. The stories of Air Paramveer Chakra stirred me to sow seeds for my dream to get into the army, and there we often mingled with some boys and some girls. We went to the school which was in army cantonment. We loved hearing stories of sacrifice, pride, triumph of the soldiers, and so then I decided that I want to serve my nation.
To infuse in us the patriotic sentiments, I call upon my little friends from grade 5th.
कर चले हम फिदा जान और तन साथियों, अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों। अब भी जिसका खून न खोला वो खून नहीं पानी है, जो देश के काम न आए वो बेकार जवानी है।
है फक्र मुझे, है नाज बड़ा, भारत का मैं सिपह सालार हूँ। सरहद पर मैं हूँ तन के खड़ा, अपने वतन का मैं पहरेदार हूँ। लगन की बाजी है, चोट भी ताजी है, लगा दे दाम पर दिल अगर दिल राजी है। लगन की बाजी है, चोट भी ताजी है, लगा दे दाम पर दिल अगर दिल राजी है।
जिद है मेरी दर्द चीर के निकल चुका, मौका मिले तो करूं मैं ये दोबारा।
जुनू के आग में उबलती मेरी कोशिशों को चाहिए ना कोई और सहारा। जिद है मेरी दर्द चीर के निकल चुका, मौका मिले तो करूं मैं ये दोबारा। जुनू की आग में उबलती मेरी कोशिशों को चाहिए ना कोई और सहारा।
जग्गा जित्ते ते मिलन बधाइयां, जग्गा जित्तिया जग्गा जित्ते ते मिलन बधाइयां, जग्गा जित्ते ते मिलन बधाइयां कि आया है फतेह करके सूरमा। सूरमा के माने है जम्मिया एक सूरमा, सूरमा सूरमा सूरमा।
पर इनकलाबी मन है राजी, डरना क्यों अब अपनी बारी, मार ही लेंगे अब तो बाजी।
जगह लिख गया नई कहानी, जगह लिख गया। जगह जित्ते ते मिलन बधाइयां, जगह जित्ते ते मिलन बधाइयां कि आया है फतेह करके सूरमा। सूरमा के माने है जम्मिया एक सूरमा, सूरमा सूरमा सूरमा।
That was a wonderful performance. Now we have on stage a brave heart, a daredevil, who was held captive by the Pakistan army for almost 60 hours, but he did not give up and proved to be a true patriot. Put your hands together for the IF Wing Commander, Abhinandan Varthaman.
So both of you had very rigorous training sessions when you first joined the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force. I would like to call the stars of PI's Chinchwad to take you back to your good old days.
चिंगारी सिद्ध से जुनू तक है जाना, हर कतरा बोल रहा। मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी, सिद्ध से जुनू तक है जाना, हर कतरा बोल रहा। छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जब तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा, मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे। छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जब तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा, मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे। जोश से जला के जलती लपटों को हमने हाथों में है थाम लिया। है वो कर जाना के सारा जमाना फिर देगा मिसाला, चारों सबको अपने काम किया। ओ मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी, सिद्ध से जुनू तक है जाना, हर कतरा बोल रहा। छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जब तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा, मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे। ओ छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जब तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा, मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे। उन्हें हमें कश्मीर चाहिए और हमें उनका सर। Are you ready, boys? Yes, sir. How's the Josh? Yes, sir. How's the Josh? Yes, sir. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. मैं लड़ जाना, जिद से जुनून तक है जाना। मैं लड़ जाना, जिद से जुनून तक है जाना। मैं लड़ जाना, छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जग तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा बाहर है थर थर कंबदे सारे। छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जग तुरिया, तन के मौत नू बाचा बाहर है थर थर कंबदे सारे।
Sir, would you like to take us back to that day when your aircraft was shot down in an aerial dogfight?
I remember the day vividly, Feb 2019, where my aircraft was struck by a missile and I descended into the village of Huran. Pakistan administered Kashmir, approximately 7 kilometers from the LOC. I asked the villagers whether this was India. The villagers acclaimed it to be India but then started reacting violently. I did fire some warning shots but the villagers were infuriated. However, I was rescued by the Pakistan's armed forces. Whatever be it, I'm glad to be back at my nations and Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan also allowed me to be back, saying it as a peace gesture. So hope peace prevails between the two nations.
You weren't scared at all?
The word scared doesn't exist in a dictionary. We are iron will and can go to any extent to safeguard the dignity and pride of a nation.
Yes, sir. The entire nation is proud of you. Thank you for all you do for the country and its people. I'm glad that you joined us today to share your story of valor.
Thank you.
Now we have a dance performance specially dedicated to the Indian Air Force by the 5th graders.
स्पर्शं दीपतम् जाबाज हम चले, छूने आसमां चले, अपनी तो बस यही उड़ान है। बड़ी शान से चले, अभिमान से चले, अपनी तो बस यही पहचान है। ये आसमां यही उड़ान है। ये आसमां है मेरा, ये आसमां है मेरा।
है वीर जवानों का, अलबेलों का, मस्तानों का, इस देश का यारों, इस देश का यारों, क्या कहना, ये देश है दुनिया का कहना।
Next on board, we have the destroyer of the Pakistani submarine Ghazi. Next on board, we have, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Inder Singh. Sir, we all know story of your courage, but we would like to know about.
We had an intense physical training and emotional endurance. We would wake up early, at times go without food, and plan to destroy the enemy. It was in 1971, as I remember, when we blasted the formidable Karachi harbour.
I must say, getting into the Indian Army, Air Force or Navy isn't easy. It is pretty daunting, isn't it?
Yeah, I won't say it's easy, but if you love your nation and if you're lion-hearted and passionate, you can grab your seats. You must have heard about Gunjan Saxena, the Kargil girl, who despite facing reservations, fulfills her dream and serves the nation. In fact, girls these days can take NDA exams too.
वो सदते मैं जावा मेरी दिल जानिया मैं शीश झुकावा मेरी दिल जानिया तेरे नाम जो कर जावा कम है तू सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी सारे जहां पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी जीती रहो जीतती रहो जो तेरे नैनों से टपके हर आंसू है अपना जो तेरे होठों पे ठहरे वो गीत अब अपना जो सीना तान के तू चल दे उठता है सर अपना जा जी ले अपनी जिंदड़ी सर पर हाथ है अपना तेरा जो भी है सपना अब जिम्मा है अपना सपने सच करने की तेरी बारी
Dear viewers, heroes are remembered but legends never die. We learned from their lives today that there isn't any royal road to success. Life is not going to be easy. It isn't going to be smooth. You have to travel through rocky roads. At times you have to burn yourself in the scorching heat of the sun. But do remember, once you do that, you will be able to attain the best of the best. All of us are familiar with the fact that after the rain is gone, a beautiful rainbow spans across the sky.
वतन के लोगों जरा आँख में भर लो पानी जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी ठंडे से आते हैं हमें तड़पाते हैं वो चिट्ठी आती है तो पूछे जाते हैं कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम दिन ये घर सुना सुना है मैं गया जहाँ भी बस तेरी याद थी जो मेरे साथ थी मुझको तड़पाती रुलाती सबसे प्यारी तेरी सूरत प्यार है बस तेरा प्यार ही माँ तुझे सलाम तुझे सलाम
अब तो हमें आगे बढ़ते हैं रहना अब तो हमें साथी है बस इतना ही कहना
कदमों से मिलते हैं कंधे कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं थोड़ी सी धूल मेरी धरती की मेरे वतन की थोड़ी सी खुशबू बाराई से मस्त बन की थोड़ी सी धूप
मिला मिला ले, फिर रंग तो खिला खिला ले, और मोह तू रंग दे बसंती यारा, मोह तू रंग दे बसंती। झुके तेरे आगे सर, तेरी गोद मेरा घर है, तुझे सलाम इंडिया। झुके तेरे आगे सर, तेरी गोद मेरा घर है, तुझे सलाम इंडिया।
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तां हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तां हमारा है।
मेरे देश की धरती कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं। कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं। अब तो हमें आगे बढ़ते हैं रहना, अब तो हमें साथी है बस इतना ही कहना। अब तो हमें आगे बढ़ते हैं रहना, अब तो हमें साथी है बस इतना ही कहना। अब जो भी हो शोला बन के पत्थर है पिघलाना, अब जो भी हो बादल बन के पर्वत पर है छाना। कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं। कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं। निकले हैं मैदान में हम जा हथेली पर लेकर, अब देखो दम लेंगे हम जाके अपनी मंजिल पर।
पत्थरों से हंस के खेलना, इतनी तो हमें हिम्मत है।
मोड़े कलाई मौत की इतनी तो हमें ताकत है।
हम सरहदों के वास्ते लोहे की एक दीवार है, हम दुश्मनों के वास्ते होशियार हैं तैयार है।
बादल बन के पर्वत पर है छाना।
कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं।
चेहरा अक्सर मुझे याद आता है, इस दिल को चुपके वो तड़पाता है।
We have reached the end of today's program. I hope that you had a gala time. Gratitude paints a little smiley face on everything it touches. Before signing off, we would like to propose a vote of thanks in a way never like before. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today. We wish you good health, prosperity, and happiness in abundance.
Alvida, au revoir, shoes, adios to all. Smile and be happy.
कहते थे लोग